Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Hope everybody is doing amazingly well. Welcome back to another editorial analysis video, and today we've got another amazing piece from the Hindu newspaper, and we're gonna break it down, right? So our goal is not just to focus on some words to learn some vocabulary, right? That's not the goal. Obviously, we'll be achieving that while being at it, but that is not our primary goal. My goal of making these videos uh, is to help you understand the language, right? To enhance your understanding of the language, to help you understand nuances of the language, right? Holistically, that is what I want, and that is what we'll try to do in the videos, right? So we have an amazing piece. Let me show you the piece, and we'll break it down. We'll understand structures. We'll understand different components. We'll identify phrases. We'll name them different clauses, right? We'll identify all different parts of a sentence, right? We'll do everything we can. All right. We'll break down everything we got in here. All right. So this is the headline. This is what the piece is about, and let's read it. So it reads, Delhi saw 30% drop. Delhi saw 30% drop in incidents of firecracker bursting this Deepavali as against last year, says Gopal Rai. So Gopal Rai says this. This what? This entire thing. And this is our headline. All right. It says Delhi saw 30% drop in incidents of firecracker. Delhi is my subject. If you want to break it down, if you want to break down the headline, you can do it. Delhi is the subject. So is my main verb in the past form. So what? 30% drop in what? Drop in incidents related to firecracker bursting this Deepavali in comparison to as against last year. And this whole thing was said by Gopal Rai. All right. And this is a scene from this piece. All right. Now let's come to the main content, and let's start breaking it down. Okay. Okay. So how will we be doing it? We'll first read a sentence, right? We'll identify all different components of the sentence, right? And then we'll break down those components and identify whatever we have in there. All right. This is how we'll actually go about it. Okay. Let's read the first sentence. Incidents of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi dropped by 30% this year as compared to last year, and the city recorded its best air quality for the day after the festival in 5 years, Environment Minister Gopal Rai said on October 25, 2022. All right. So, somebody who is Environment Minister Gopal Rai said this entire thing, starting here, ending here. This entire thing was said by Environment Minister Gopal Rai when on October 25, 2022. So this is my main subject, right? This is the subject of this entire clause. Environment Minister Gopal Rai said is the main verb, right? This entire thing starting here, ending here is the object of the verb said. Said what? Said what? Said this, right? This was said by Environment Minister Gopal Rai. And when was it said? On October 25, 2022. So this is the adverb of time. So here in this sentence, we have four main things. Number one is my subject. Number one is my subject, which is this, Environment Minister Gopal Rai. The second thing is my verb, right, which is this, said in the past form. The third thing is the object of the verb because the verb is transitive here, right? So we do have an object, which is this entire thing. We'll break down this. And then we have an adverb as well. We have an adverb as well, which is on October 25, 2022, which is a prepositional phrase, right? We'll break everything down. All right. Now let's erase everything and start from the beginning. So let's break down the subject first. This is my subject, Environment Minister Gopal Rai. Okay, this is a noun. Just this is a post. All right, let's just understand it this way. This is a post. Environment Minister, whose name is Gopal Rai. All right. So Environment Minister Gopal Rai is my subject. Said is the verb in the past form. Said what? This is the object. Okay. And this is the this entire thing is direct words of Gopal Rai. So you could actually use quotation marks here as well. That would make it very clear that this is directly coming from Gopal Rai. This is direct speech, all right? That would help readers in a better way, all right? So said what? Incidents of bursting of firecrackers on Diwali in Delhi. So what is my subject? Is it incidents? Maybe, maybe not. Do we have a verb after it? No, we don't. We have a preposition. So let's keep reading. Incidents related to what? Of bursting what? Of firecrackers when on Diwali, Deepavali, one and the same thing, where in Delhi. Now dropped. Okay, this is the verb of this clause that we're still trying to find out. All right, first let's erase this. Incidents of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi dropped. So this is the verb. And this entire thing is the subject here. The subject of this object, which is basically a clause. All right. The main subject of the sentence is Environment Minister Gopal, right? This subject is the subject of this clause, which is basically the object of the verb said. All right. So incidents is the simple subject, one word subject. There are three different types of subject. We do have a video on that. You can watch that video. A simple subject is a one word subject without any modifier, the main noun or pronoun. All right. So incidents related to what? Of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi. Okay. So this is a prepositional phrase of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi. A prepositional phrase, let's call it PP, which is giving information about the noun incidents working as an adjective. So it's a prepositional phrase working as an adjective. So it's a noun phrase. This subject is a noun phrase which has a noun incident plus an adjective, right? Which is a prepositional phrase working as an adjective, right? So we can also call it an adjective phrase, which is of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi. Let's break it down further and clear this again. Okay. So incidents is my simple subject and incidents of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi is my complete subject. Now, so there are it's formed of two words. Okay, sorry, two elements. First is the simple subject and then the second thing is the modifier. Now if you look at the modifier, guys, which is a prepositional phrase, it has more modifiers in itself as well. So of bursting of firecrackers on the Pavali in Delhi, right? Now if you break it down further, bursting of firecrackers is another prepositional phrase which is giving information about bursting, right? Which is a gerund. So this is also a prepositional phrase working as an adjective giving information about bursting, right? Working as an adjective. Where on the Pavali, bursting when on Deepavali. So this is another prepositional phrase modifying the verb bursting, working as an adverb, right? In this prepositional phrase working as an adverb, this entire, understand it this way, this entire phrase is working as an adjective, and this phrase has multiple things in itself. All right. So it has a prepositional phrase which is of firecrackers, which is working as an adjective. Then it has another prepositional phrase which is on the Pavali, right? Which is referring to bursting, which is giving information about bursting when on the Pavali, where in Delhi. So in Delhi is another prepositional phrase. This is the third prepositional phrase in this prepositional phrase of bursting of firecrackers on the Pavali in Delhi. Now in Delhi is giving information about incidents of bursting of firecrackers of Deepavali in Delhi, right? It's you can say it's referring to the verb bursting. Just give me a second. Bursting where bursting of firecrackers where in Delhi. So it's working as an adverb as well, right? So we started from, let's remove this first. So we started from saying that this is our subject, right? Where incident is the main subject, simple subject, right? And of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi is the main subject, where off bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi is a prepositional phrase giving information about the noun incidents, working as an adjective. And then we explained all the parts that we have in it, right? It has three different prepositional phrases in this prepositional phrase itself. Now, then the main verb dropped. Incidents related to this of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali on this specific day, where in Delhi, only in Delhi, we're talking about Delhi only, all right? In Delhi, dropped, reduced by how much? By 30%. So this is a compliment. Dropped how much? By 30%. You can say it's an adjunct as well. Is this piece of information essential? Not really, but if you say dropped, it does make you understand that it got reduced, but how much you don't know. So we do need this piece of information in a way, but that's not essential to have a certain meaning, no, in the sentence. So I'll not call it a compliment. Let's just call it an adjective. Let's just call it a modifier. Dropped by 30% when this year. So this year is basically, if you look at how it is formed, it is basically a noun phrase, but it's working as an adverb talking about the time of the action. Dropped by 30% when, right? When did it drop? This year. So it's referring to the time of the action. So this year is working as an adverb, right? You cannot get into identification. You cannot just see something and call it something. You have to look at what it's doing in the sentence, right? Always understand it this way. Always try to figure out what that particular thing is doing in the sentence. Just do not look at it and call it a gerund or a participle or something else or a verb. Look at what it's doing in there. All right. So these incidents dropped by 30% when this year, as compared to, in comparison to last year, right? As compared to last year. So this is also giving information about the verb. So you can put it in the category of an adverb, right? This entire thing as compared to last year, right? It's also a phrase. Let's just call it an adverb phrase. And so this is the first event. Incidence of bursting of firecrackers on Deepavali in Delhi dropped by 30% this year. So this is the first clause. Sorry, as compared to last year. This entire thing is the first clause. We know everything in the clause, right? And this is an independent clause. And that means more information is coming. And the city recorded its best air quality for the day after the festival in 5 years, right? And this is another uh, clause. Is it independent or dependent? Let's just find out, right? Let's clear this first. And this is a conjunction, right? And the city is the subject, right? It's a noun phrase. City is the simple subject, and the city is my complete subject. A noun phrase. The is a pre-modifier, definite article, and city is my noun. Hence, it becomes a noun phrase. A noun phrase is a phrase formed using a modifier or modifiers, and a noun. All right. So the city recorded is my main verb. Recorded what? The city recorded its best air quality for the day after the festival in 5 years. So it recorded its best air quality for the day after the festival, right? The next day. It's about the next day. It's a prepositional phrase. We'll break it down soon, right? For the day after the festival in 5 years. So it happened in 5 years. So the city is the subject, a noun phrase. Recorded is the main verb in the past form. Recorded what? Its best air quality for the day after the festival is my object, right? And it is again a noun phrase where it's is a pre-modifier. Best is again a modifier. Adjective air is noun working as an adjective. Quality is the main noun. For the day after the festival is again a prepositional phrase giving information about the noun quality. Let me simplify it again. So I said its best air. Just give me a second. Its best air quality for the day after the festival. Right. I called it the object of the verb recorded. Recorded what? Recorded this. So here quality is my main thing. Recorded quality. its quality, its best quality. So all these words are referring to it, right? These are modifiers, adjectives. Its quality, best, it's about air, and for the day after the festival, right? It's referring, it's referring to the quality in terms of time, okay? And it recorded it in 5 years. So in 5 years is a prepositional phrase working as an adverb. So we're going very deep, guys. All right, I want you to understand each and everything that is there. Okay, so this object is a combination of two clauses. And what do we call a sentence that is a combination of two independent clauses? We call it a compound sentence. So this object is a compound sentence. This object is a compound sentence. Got it? All right. So this is what he said. It's a positive thing, right? The pollution dropped by 30%. That's a nice thing. All right, let's just keep reading. Let's move to the next paragraph. People of Delhi, you see this quotation mark? That means it is, these are direct words coming from somebody. This is what it means. See, ending here, starting here. Let's just keep reading. People of Delhi were very thoughtful on Diwali this year, and I want to thank them. Right. So when you add two independent clauses using a coordinating conjunction, try to use a comma before the conjunction. It's better grammatically, right? I know a lot of writers don't do it. Don't get lazy and not use the comma. Use it. It's better. It strengthens your grammar, your writing, right? So people of Delhi were very thoughtful on Diwali this year, and I, again, two clauses. I want to thank them today. Okay, let's just break down this sentence first. People of Delhi were very thoughtful on Diwali this year, and I want to thank them. So what is my subject here? This is people of Delhi. And what is my main subject? Is it Delhi or people? What is the writer calling people very thoughtful or Delhi? How can Delhi be very thoughtful? Only people can be thoughtful, right? So people is my main subject, and of Delhi is a prepositional phrase referring to the noun people, the simple subject, right? So it's a noun phrase. People of Delhi. People of Delhi is a noun phrase where people is my simple subject. Of Delhi, right? Of Delhi is a modifier. Is a modifier. Prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase working as an adjective, right? Where of is a preposition, Delhi is the object of the preposition, a noun, right? People of Delhi were is my main verb, which is a linking verb, which is a linking verb. A linking verb links the subject to its complement. And where is the complement? Very thoughtful. This is my complement. People of Delhi were very thoughtful. So I'm calling people of Delhi very thoughtful. This is what it is. Very thoughtful. And this is my linking verb, equals to. This is what it does. It equates the subject to its complement. All right. Let's remove everything. So okay. So people of Delhi, subject, were linking, were very thoughtful. When is it about? On Diwali. On Diwali, very thoughtful. And when is it about? On Diwali, right? This year. Okay. So we have two prep. So on Diwali is a prepositional phrase which is giving information about the timing of the event. People of Delhi were very thoughtful, but when is it about? It's about in terms of time, it's about Diwali, on Diwali, and this year, which is this year, Diwali this year. So this year is giving information about the word Diwali, Diwali this year, okay, and on Diwali is in a way giving information about this entire thing. People of Delhi were very thoughtful. When is it about? When is this entire situation about? On Diwali, right? So you can call it an adverb this way. And this year is referring to the noun Delhi. On Diwali, this year Diwali. All right. So it's working as an adjective, giving information about the noun Diwali. Right? So we have subject, we have verb, we have complement, subject complement, which is basically an adjective phrase. Very thoughtful. Thoughtful is an adjective. Very is an adverb. Okay. And on Diwali, let's just call it an adverb. And this year is an adjective, a noun phrase working an adjective giving information about the noun Diwali, right? There is another way to look at the phrase this year, and you can say like it's giving information about the entire sentence, but no, it's actually giving information about the word Diwali. People of Delhi were very thoughtful on Diwali this year, Diwali of this year. Okay, all right. So this was about the first clause. Let's move to the second one. And okay, conjunction. I I, this is the subject. Want, this is the verb. So subject. We're talking about the second clause. All right. The first clause ends here, starts here, ends here. This is the second clause. I want what? To thank them. Now, this is very simple. So, I is the subject, want is the verb, to thank them. To thank them is the object. This is my object. It's an infinitive phrase. It has the infinitive to thank, them is the object of the infinitive. So to is the particle, thank is the verb, infinitive, and them is the object. I want what? I want to thank them. I want an ice cream, I want a girl, I want the love of my life, I want a lot of money, I want I can want an action as well. I want to kiss you, I want to help you, I want to work with you, right? I want to beat you, I want to slap you, I want to kick you. All right? No, I don't want to do that. I want to thank you. So people of Diwali, sorry, what am I saying? People of Diwali. So, started to make no sense. Okay, let me just gulp some water real fast. Okay, 2 seconds. All right. So, people of Delhi were very thoughtful on Diwali this year, and I want to thank them. So, this is again a compound sentence, a combination of two independent clauses, two complete sentences, right? Joined by the conjunction and coordinating conjunction. Today, next sentence, the pollution level is the lowest in 5 years. What is, so it's giving information about this thing, the pollution level. This is my subject of the next clause, right? Today, the pollution level, and what is the main subject here? Level, right? The is a determiner, pollution is also an adjective, right? So both are pre-modifiers. That is working as an adjective, uh, definite article. Pollution is a noun, generic noun, but here working as an adjective, right? Pollution level, level related to what? Pollution. So the pollution level is a noun phrase where level is my main noun and the and pollution are working as adjectives here. The pollution level is my main verb, linking verb, is what? The lowest in 5 years. This is the subject complement. Let's remove this. So the pollution level is the lowest in 5 years. The lowest in 5 years is my subject complement, and it's referring to the subject. The pollution level is the lowest in 5 years, right? Which is an adjective phrase. The lowest in terms of time in 5 years. The lowest in 5 years. All right. So it's an adjective phrase where the is basically used because lowest is a superlative degree of adjective, and before a superlative degree of an adjective we use the, and lowest is an adjective. All right, and in 5 years is referring to the time, right? The pollution level is the lowest in terms of what time? In 5 years. So in 5 years is giving information about the adjective lowest, working as an adverb, and it's working as a complement to the adjective, right? So let's just call it an adjective complement. Okay, and this is what Mr. Rai told reporters on the sidelines of an event where he launched 150 mobile anti-smog guns. Okay, let's clear this. So Mr. Right, you see this message, direct message is ending here. You see this? Opening of the quotation mark, ending of the quotation mark. Mr. Raj told what this entire thing. People of Delhi were very thoughtful on Diwali this year, and I want to thank them. Today the pollution level is the lowest in 5 years. This is what Mr. Raj told reporters, right? Reporters on the sidelines of an event, like it's the word sideline has multiple meanings, right? A sideline is also an additional business on top of a regular business. A sideline is also a line on the corner of a road or something like that, right? It also refers to a situation where you're sitting outside of the main situation or not, and are not doing anything. All right. So the reporters on the sidelines of an event, like covering from the outside. So Mr. Raj is the subject, told is the main verb in the past form, told what? This entire thing, all right? Whom reporters, told is a ditransitive verb, right? It has two objects. So the first object is this, which is the direct object, and the second object, which is the indirect object, is reporters. Told this to whom? Reporters who were on the sidelines of an event, right? Who were on the sidelines of an event. So this is a prepositional phrase giving information about the noun reporters, working as an adjective. So it's working as an adjective phrase, right? On the sidelines of an event. Prepositional phrase, on is the preposition, the sidelines of an event is the object of the preposition, which is basically a noun phrase where sidelines is a noun, right? And the sidelines of an event is a noun phrase. The is a pre-modifier, sidelines is the main noun, and of an event is a post-modifier giving information about the noun sidelines. So I'm breaking something down and then I'm again breaking that thing, and if there is another thing in that thing, I'm breaking that thing down as well, right? So it's actually fascinating if you love the language, right? It can make you tired as well. So make sure you have a cup of coffee, tea, cold drink, whatever you enjoy having, and then just enjoy this thing. All right. Okay. So Mr. Rai told this uh, to these people who were on the sidelines of an event where he launched 150 mobile anti-smog guns, right? Event where. So this is and this, starting here ending here, this is an adjective clause giving information about the noun event where he launched 150 mobile anti-smog guns. Okay, so this is a complex sentence, right? Because it's a combination of a simple, sorry, independent clause and a dependent clause as well. Where he launched 150 mobile anti-smog guns is a dependent clause. Alone, on itself, it does not make any sense, right? Where he launched 150 mobile anti-smoke guns cannot stand alone. It does not make any sense on its own, all right? So it's working as an adjective clause giving information about the noun event. Okay, Mr. Wright told this to reporters who were on the sidelines of an event where he launched. Where is the conjunction? He is the subject of this clause. Launched is the main verb. Launched what? 150 mobile anti-smog guns is the object of the verb launched. Okay. Now, what is a mobile anti-smog gun? A mobile anti-smog gun is a gun that is used to curb smog pollution, and we're calling it a mobile gun because it can be moved. All right, it's on a vehicle. Let me show you that as well. So this is how an anti-smog gun looks like, right? You see this? There's a vehicle, it can be moved, right? So it's a mobile anti-smog, right? Anti, like it's supposed to curb smog, right? It's a gun. So it fires this. That is why we're calling it a gun. All right, got it? Beautiful. Okay. Next, he said the anti-smog guns will be deployed at 40 spots across the capital where pollution is high. So this is what he said, that these smog guns will be deployed, will be sent at 40 spots across the capital, right? Across the capital at 40 spots, right? Uh, Capital where all these spots, where specific spots where pollution is high, where air pollution is high. Let me just clear this thing as well. Okay. So he is the subject. Okay. Said is the verb. He said what? The anti-smog guns will be deployed at 40 spots across the capital where air pollution is high. This is what he said. So this entire thing starting at the ending at high is the object of the verb said. Okay. So in this sentence, it's a simple sentence, subject, verb, object, and object is just a phrase, noun phrase, right? Subject, we have a subject, we have a verb, we have an object. This is the subject, this is the verb, and this entire thing is the object, right? So he, there is nothing to understand in he. Simple, a pronoun, said is the verb in the past form. Now this is, here we have a lot to understand in this noun phrase. He said what? No, it's not a phrase. My bad. It's not a phrase. It's a clause. The object is a clause, noun clause. Okay, my bad. I didn't look at it. So he said that the conjunction that is omitted, you can use it, you can omit it, your choice. That the anti-smog guns, this is the subject of this clause, right? The anti-smog guns. Guns is the main subject. The, right? I'm referring to specific guns. Anti-smog, like intended, supposed to curb, right? Reduce smog, guns. So these are specific, these are against smog guns will be deployed, and this is in the passive voice. We're not focusing on who will deploy them, we're focusing on what will be deployed, right? So these guns will be deployed, simple future tense in the passive voice, will be deployed. If it was in the active voice, we will say will deploy, somebody will deploy, right? But this is not in the active voice, so we're using the passive structure. These guns will be deployed where at 40 spots across the city where air pollution is high. So this entire phrase is working as an adverb, giving information about the verb deployed, right? Working as an adverb of place. Okay, deployed at these places at 40 spots across the capital where air pollution is high. So this is the prepositional phrase, at is the preposition, and this entire thing is the object of the preposition. 40 spots across the capital where air pollution is high. This is a noun phrase, all right? 40 spots. 40 is a pre-modifier, spots is my main noun here. Across the city where air pollution is high is a prepositional phrase again, which is giving information about the noun spots. So I said this entire thing is a prepositional phrase working as an adverb, this entire thing. And in this prepositional phrase, at is the preposition, and the remaining thing is the object of the preposition. All right. Understand everything, guys. If it's too much, pause it, take a break, drink some water, eat something, have something, and then again be at it. Okay. If you want to watch it again, watch it again. This is see what I'm talking about is the science of the language, right? I'm not focusing on something that is, I'm not asking you to remember something, okay? I'm not focusing on the structure. I'm focusing on how how the science works basically, okay? So this is the this is the prepositional phrase, this is the preposition, and this entire thing is the object of the preposition, and the object is always a noun or a noun equivalent. It's a noun phrase here, and a noun phrase is formed using a noun and some modifiers. So this is the noun, and this is a pre-modifier, and this entire thing is a post-modifier. So 40 is a pre-modifier, a number quantifier, and this post-modifier is a prepositional phrase where across is the preposition, and the capital where the air pollution is high is the object of the preposition. Okay, across is my preposition, and the capital where air pollution is high is the object of this preposition across, right? Where capital is the noun, the main noun, and that is a pre-modifier, and where air pollution is high is a post-modifier. You get this? And the post-modifier is an adjective clause. It's an adjective clause. It's an adjective clause, right? And it's referring to the noun spots. 40 spots where air pollution is high. So this is the conjunction. Air pollution is the subject, is the main verb, linking verb, high is the subject complement. You get this? I'll repeat myself one more time. Understand this. He's the subject, said is the verb. He said what? This entire thing. He said that the anti-smog guns will be deployed at 40 spots across the capital where air pollution is high. So this particular uh, piece of information is working as an adverb talking about the place of the action deployed where at 40 spots across the capital, in different spots of the capital, across the capital, where spots where air pollution is high. 40 spots where air pollution is high. Okay, so in this prepositional phrase we have multiple things. Okay, we have another prepositional phrase, and in that prepositional phrase we have obviously a preposition, and the object, and that object is a noun phrase. So obviously in that noun phrase we have a noun and some modifiers, and we broke everything down. Okay. All righty. Let's keep reading. Okay. 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 You want me to change the color? Okay, let's not change it. Not okay. The minister said incidents of bursting of firecrackers came down by 30% on Diwali this year. Deepavali this year. So what is my subject? The minister. Okay. The minister is the subject, noun phrase, minister is the main noun, simple subject, that is a pre-modified definite article. Said. Said is the verb. And said what? This entire thing. And this is a noun clause, right? The conjunction that is omitted. Okay. Said that incidents of bursting of fire. I think this was the topic, so we've already broken it down. We don't need to do it again. All right. Incidents of fire bursting of firecrackers came down by 30% on Deepavali this year. You already know this, right? This is what the minister said. The AQI, which is air quality index of 323, the AQI of 323 is still worrying and tells us, right? So this is a compound predicate, is still worrying us. So it's still worrying us and it tells us, okay? So the object us is following two verbs, right? The AQI of 323, 323 is the subject, right? AQI. This is my main subject, simple subject. That is a pre-modifier of 323 is a prepositional phrase working as an adjective. Of is the preposition. 323 is the object of the preposition. Of what? 323. Is still worrying. So is a helping verb here, auxiliary verb. Worrying is the main verb, right? And it not only does this, it also does something else. It is still worrying us and tells us, right? It does two things. So it tells us what? Tells us what? That. So us is the indirect object. Tell is a direct transitive verb. So it has two objects. Us is the indirect object. So the air quality index of 322, worrying us and tells us that is the conjunction. Air pollution is the subject. Air pollution, that what? Air pollution will increase. This is the verb phrase. So it is a combination two types of verbs. Will is the auxiliary verb, helping verb, increase is the main verb, right? Helping verb, main verb, auxiliary verb, main verb. Air pollution is the subject where air is working as a modifier. Adjective, pollution is the main noun, right? Noun phrase. Air pollution will increase in coming days. This is a prepositional phrase working as an adverb. Increase when? In the coming days. In the coming days, he said. He said. This is what he said. He said the entire thing. So, of course, this is a sentence in itself. Okay. Wait. So this entire thing is a sentence in itself. We know that, but it's a direct quote coming from somebody. You see these. You see this quotation marks. So it's a direct quote coming from somebody. So obviously this entire thing is a sentence, right? But this is a part of another sentence, which is this. He said what? This entire thing. So he's the subject, said is the verb, and this entire thing is the object of the verb said. He said what? That AQI of 323 still worrying us and tells us that air pollution will increase in the coming days, right? In the coming days is working as an adverb, a prepositional phrase. It is the preposition. The coming days is the object of the preposition. All right. I hope this is understood. Okay, let's move to the next one. Let's remove this. Mr. Rai further claimed he was happy that the pollution dropped down by 30%, but he says the number is still worrying us, and it this is not something to be very happy about. We still need to be concerned. We still need to be worried. So he further claims Mr. Rai further. So further is an adverb. Mr. Rai is the subject. Claimed is the verb. Claimed what? That. So this entire thing uh, is the object of the verb claimed. I know. You cannot do that if you do not have the understanding of the language to before reading say that this thing is the object and this thing is a phrase or a clause. I have the understanding, so I can judge it in advance, right? So this is a clause, a noun clause working as the object of the verb claimed. Claimed what? That The Punjab government is the subject, government is the main noun, the and Punjab are pre-modifiers, right? It's a noun phrase. Controlled, the Punjab government controlled the verb, the main verb in the past form. What? Stubble burning, right? Burning. Stubble is basically, let me show you this. So this is what a stubble is. It has two meaning. This is, these are stems that are left out after you cut a crop that could be wheat, rice, right? So when you cut down a crop that could be wheat, so the stems left out are called stubble, right? So it's referring to this stubble burning. And the hair that you have on your cheeks, right? The short hair is also called stubble. Okay. Now, coming back to our sentence, he claimed that the Punjab government controlled stubble burning. What controlled? Uh, stubble Controlled stubble burning. Controlled what? Stubble burning. Okay, this is the object of controlled. Burning is the gerund here. Stubble is an adjective here. Burning in what burning? Stubble burning. Okay, in the state, controlled where? In the state. So in the state is a modifier, a prepositional phrase working as an adverb. In is the preposition, thy state is the object of the preposition, a noun phrase. Thy is a pre-modifier, state is the noun, right? So the Punjab government subject controlled verb controlled what? Stubble burning where? In the state, without support from the center. How did they do it? Without support from the center. So this is another prepositional phrase which is giving information about the verb. Controlled how? In what manner? Without support from the sentence. So this is the preposition without support from the center is the object of the preposition, a noun phrase. Support is the main noun, from the center is another prepositional phrase which is giving information about the noun support. Support from the center, right? Which is a prepositional phrase. From is the preposition, the center is the object of the preposition, which is a noun phrase. Center is the noun, the is a pre-modifier. Got this? Okay. Oh, my throat has started to hurt. But it's all right. Happens. Not a big. Okay. Two more sentences. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Punjab reported. Again, quotation marks. So somebody saying something. Okay. Punjab reported 1019 incidents of stubble burning on Diwali day, Monday, which is Monday, as compared to 3032 on the Diwali last year. My bad. So, Punjab is the subject, reported uh, is the verb in the past form. Reported what? 1019 incidents of stubble burning. This is what Punjab reported. When on Diwali day. This is referring to the time of the action working as an adverb. It's actually a prepositional phrase. You know the drill, right? On is the preposition. Diwali day is the object of the preposition, right? Diwali day. Day is the noun. Diwali is an adjective. Working as an adjective. Usually it's not an adjective. It's a noun. Okay. Here it's working as an adjective. On Diwali day, which is Monday. So if you want to give further information about something, you can do using parentheses, you can use comma, like on Diwali day, Monday, you could have also said this on Monday, or you could have used M dashes. All right, there are multiple ways to add additional information to a sentence. Okay. So, uh, reported what? 1019 incidents of stubble burning when on the Pavali day, which was Monday, as compared to 3032 on the Pavali last year. As compared to, now we're comparing this to something else. Okay. So, this is a noun phrase, 1019 incidents. Incidents is the main noun, modifier, and this is also modifier. Incidents related to what? Of stubble burning. Prepositional phrase, of is the preposition, stubble burning is the noun. When on Diwali day, Monday, as compared to, in comparison to what? In comparison to what? So it's working like a preposition. This. 3032 on the Pavali last year, right? So this entire thing is working as an adverb, giving information about the verb, right? Just give me a second. Reported 1009 incidents of stubble burning on Diwali day in one day, as compared to reported 1019 incidents of stubble burning on Diwali day Monday. All right, as compared to 3032 on the Pavali last year. So again, let's consider it is a phrase, right, giving information about the verb. Okay. Last sentence. On the other hand, right, a prepositional phrase, introductory adverb, working as an adverb. Okay. On the other hand, farm fires have increased. Farm fires. You understand? Fire that is caught in a farm, right? Farm fires have increased. Fires. It's a plural noun, right? Multiple fires. We generally do not pluralize it, but here we have done that. We can sometimes do it. Farm fires have increased. So this is my subject, right? Fires is the main noun. Farm is an adjective. Have increased is the verb phrase. Have is the helping verb, auxiliary verb. Increased is the main verb. Yeah. Where in Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. So in Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, in is an adverb giving information about the place of the action, right? It's a prepositional phrase where in is the preposition in, where Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. So Haryana and Uttar Pradesh is a noun phrase, right? Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. He said, right? Right, said. So he's the subject. So this is the direct quote, right? We now know this is the direct quote, and he's the subject. Said is the main verb, and said what? This entire thing. On the other hand, farm fires have increased in Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. On the contrary, right? Additionally, so this is what the piece was about. It was about air quality, pollution, right? What is the situation, and some information about it. Hope this was informative. Hope you liked it. If you did, give it a like. Give the lesson a like. And I'll be doing it frequently. I've been down with my health, you know this, guys, right? But I'm getting better slightly, and I'll be at least releasing one video every week, right? Of this editorial analysis. I'll be doing it every week. We'll decide the day. So you can support me by liking the video, leaving a comment. It doesn't have to be positive. If you didn't like something, just let me know. I'll work on it. If you liked it, that'd be great, right? I'd love that. And if you have anything to ask, if you have a question, a query, a doubt, do let me know in the comment section below, and I'd be very happy to answer that question. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I love you guys, right? Subscribe to the channel, become part of the family, and you can follow my Instagram page, Think with Ashish. The link will be in the description. The group, Facebook group, again, link in the description. This is my website for detailed posts, right? If you want to know everything about different grammatical topics, visit this website. It'll be a life changer. So again, link in the description, and this is my Gmail, englishwithashish@gmail.com. Assistance if you want me to teach you one-on-one, right? You want to take my class, again, contact me here. There is another channel, my Hindi channel, which is Angreji Ki Class, where I teach English and Hindi. If you're interested in that way, again, you can subscribe to the channel. The link will be there in the description box again. And I've got nothing to say. I'm tired. My thing is killing me. And I'll see you guys very soon. I enjoyed it. I loved it. Hope you did too. Have a good day. See you soon. Namaskar.